What are the biggest challenges now facing independent gaming affiliates trying to climb the SERPs?
The gambling SERPs, especially the longer tail ones that used to be pretty much populated exclusively by the affiliates, are now completely overtaken by mainstream media sites such as large publications, smaller publications, local news sites, even in case of the US. So that is a huge challenge. That is that whole landscape changing completely, and that of course constitutes a large challenge, because how do you compete with the Telegraph, for example?
Yeah. So what are some of the benefits to gaming affiliates of a successful page rental strategy of pulling that off?
Basically, they rank immediately. They sign up a partnership, they host their content. We could call that parasite content. Parasite content might be, voluntary or involuntary. In this case, I don't know if that actually can be defined as parasite content, because that is a voluntary deal, but by both parties. So yes, and they immediately rank. So of course there is a huge benefit. So as soon as the Beta Collective have signed their first such partnership, everybody starts jumping on that bandwagon, and we see all these deals popping up like mushrooms after the rain. So yeah.
Um, so in the US, it seems to be the mainstream media brands seem to be even more present, sort of crowding out the SERPs. Why is that? Why is it so much more? Why is it so much more prevalent in the US than over in Europe?
I believe because the US has a shorter history, well, recent history at least, of legalized online casino activity, and hence less affiliates, less sites targeting that territory. And basically, because of that, we see that if in the UK it takes a major newspaper to rank in those SERPs, we don't really see too many small local publications. But in the US, what you see is any random local tiny little news site could rank there successfully, and they do. And they totally override what used to be there. And you could have the top 10 that consists of top 7 newspaper sites.
Um, so how does the rise of mainstream media up the gambling SERPs fit with the public push in some markets to regulate and limit gaming exposure via traditional media outlets?
I think we do see a little bit of a back push already. Let's say everybody is probably aware of The Guardian announcing that they will stop using advertising for gambling on their sites or all the media that they control. On the other hand, we see some sort of public pressure. Regulators is one thing, but also public pressure. We see that sports teams stop sponsorships from the gambling operators and so on. So I think that that is something that could change this picture in the long term, but probably not too soon, because if you sign a deal like that, it's probably not for 1 month or half a year. It's probably for some longer period of time.